about wealth creation, and this is normal compounding formula. Everyone can see here, A is equal to P into 1 plus R to the power T. Most of us in investing, everyone focus on R, and R is what everyone, I need this much return, or like I need 200% return or 300%. I need to double my money in every 2 years or 3 years. That's what fascinatingly everyone tells to me. But I would tell, majorly you focus on T, so that any stock or any company or any business that you are with, right, you actually compound your money. You can find your multi-baggers there only. You just talk about T, R will come into your place, and majorly that you have to take into consideration is also P. P का मतलब ये होता है, like you have to invest as much as capital so that you can take the return of this entire formula. Look at P as separate and look as 1 plus R to the power T as separate. This 1 plus R to the power T is, it can be like in your favor, but if you don't have higher allocation in that stock or that business, you may not take the benefit of this. Think like this, X and Y components. If you have highest weight in one stock, and the business is doing mediocre, still you'll create wealth. If you are into an great business having less allocation, still you'll make, in portfolio levels, you'll make it greater. So you should decide which is your area and where do you need to focus. And I would insist everyone to focus on T, and R will actually say, don't do just don't do some mistakes. That's all. Common mistakes, don't do some common mistakes. R will actually fall into your picture. So let's. There was an article which was published in Money Control by Mode PMS. Here, money lost by investors. In last 4 years, this article came in 2021. In last 4 years, from 2018 to 2021, we had seen like mid and small cap drawdown, and then again their recovery was like fantastic. Again we saw COVID, again we saw 2021 ka rally. So in these 4 years we saw two cycles, and short term cycles, but we saw it two cycles. Everyone were talking about the wealth that they created in this market and the kind of returns they were talking. Everyone talk about their success stories, but let me give an example. There are just, I took top 20 companies in last 4 years who have destroyed their wealth. Look at the kind of wealth destruction has happened. Totally 60,000 crores in the last 4 years was lost by 20 companies. If you just increase this data to 50 companies, the wealth is 1 lakh crores has been lost from Indian markets. Everyone talk about this much kind of wealth, and market cap to GDP ratio has been not towards 120 and 130. It has been increased, but people are forgetting the wealth has been destroyed. And the common things what we can find with all of these 20 companies are very, very clear. Common finding is like retail investors are the highest holders on the businesses. CFO expectations problem, like cash flow from operations are highly volatile, and their expectations are like very wrong for their businesses. And majority of the businesses all are cyclical businesses. In cyclical, they were seeing the last cycle how wealth was created, and they actually entered at a higher valuations. So there is a trap. If person looks at P valuations, like if he feels like, okay, this stock is around 4p and it's a good entry point, they actually forget that 4p is actually currently it's a 4p. That means that it is a lowest p. No, for cyclical business, 4p is an highest p, and 40 or 50p is actually lowest p. I would explain how does it work in the coming slides. And then one more common finding in all these 20 companies where promoter pledging was very, very, very high. So by these are like just four common mistakes that I've found. In this 20 companies, there are some missing data that I haven't taken. In 2021, we had a lot of IPOs that I haven't taken. Those kind of wealth distraction happened in IPOs. LIC IPO I haven't taken. Paint companies, yes, we know that Grasim and other companies coming into paint sector, how the paint sector has lost their market caps and all we have seen. Small cap companies collapse. Yes, there were a lot of small cap companies collapse in this duration. Then again, we know diagnostic sector. Everyone will remember diagnostic sector. COVID ka boom was very very high, and after a non-COVID revenue coming into picture, people were like, why should we pay this kind of multiples for this company? And entire distraction happened in diagnostic sector. Then we also saw the IT companies still now in the last 2022 year. We know that IT is the underperformer in the Nifty 50 construction of sector wise. So that these are the data that I haven't taken. If you even add this data and if you look at investors, the kind of the wealth has been lost is very very high. And excuse me. And we all everyone actually talk about we made a specific company, or for example, I have invested in Serigamapa and have made lot of wealth, but they only focus on a single stock. They don't focus on the portfolio return. Recently I was in Mumbai, met one of my friend, an investor, very good investor. When I asked what is the kind of performance that he was